Noah Lyles, Olympic champion, 8-time world champion, the most decorated active sprinter on the planet, Gout Gout, 18 years old, Australian, world under 2200-meter record holder. These two men have never raced each other. Until now, on June 16th, they line up together for the first time. And the world best is on the table. What happens in Ostrava could change sprinting forever. Let's break it down. The 150 meters. It is not an Olympic event. It is not a Diamond League standard. There is no world record officially kept for it. And yet, it is the distance that two of the fastest humans alive specifically chose to race each other over for the very first time. That says everything about how big this moment is. The race is set for Tuesday, June 16th at Vitkovi Stadium in Ostrava, Czech Republic, as part of the 65th edition of the Golden Spike, a World Athletics Continental Tour Gold meeting. On a night that also features a 1,000-meter world record attempt, a high jump clash, and elite hurdlers from around the world, this one race sits at the very top of the bill. Lyles confirmed exactly how it came together. He said organizers were going back and forth between a 300-meter and a 150-meter. The moment Lyles heard what the current world best was, the decision was made immediately. He said they could knock that one off real quick. This is not a casual race. Both men showed up knowing what is on the line. Before this race makes full sense, you need to understand the number Lyles is chasing. 14.92 seconds. That mark belongs to Jamaica's Kishane Thompson, the same man who finished second to Lyles in the Paris 2024 Olympic 100-meter final by just 5 thousandths of a second. On April 4th, 2026, Thompson ran 14.92 at the Miramar Invitational in Florida, breaking the previous curved track world best that had stood since 1994. Thompson's mark stands as the fastest 150 meters ever run on a standard curved track. The absolute all-time straight track benchmark belongs to Usain Bolt, who ran 14.35 on a purpose-built course in Manchester in 2009, but that is a different category entirely. Lyles knows this distance. On a straight track at the 2024 Atlanta City Games, he ran 14.41 seconds, tying Tyson Gay's American record and sitting second on the all-time straight track list behind only Bolt. But Ostrava will be the first time he races it on a regular track with a bend. He told reporters in Tokyo ahead of the Golden Grand Prix that every 150 he has run before was on a straightaway. He said he runs good 150s in practice and expects it to be very fast. 14.92. One chance, Noah Lyles enters this race at full speed. Not figuratively, literally. He opened his 2026 outdoor season on April 17th at the Tom Jones Memorial Invitational in Gainesville, Florida, running 19.91 seconds in the 200 meters. It was his first outdoor race since winning his fourth consecutive 200-meter world title in Tokyo last September, a feat that put him level with Usain Bolt as the only men to win 4 straight world titles at that distance. Then, on May 17th, Lyles competed at the Seiko Golden Grand Prix in Tokyo, running his first 100 meters of the season. He clocked 9.95 seconds to win, running through a heat in 10.05 for then improving in the final. His reaction time of 0.177 was the slowest in the field. But once he found his stride, he pulled away cleanly. After that race, Lyles did not hold back. He pointed at the Diamond League competition that had raced in Shanghai the night before and called it unimpressive. He said it was a really good sign for the rest of the year and that he had been training really well. The man is in form. The man is confident. And Ostrava is next. At 18 years old, Gout Gout is not just a promising teenager anymore. He is the world under 2200-meter record holder. His 19.67 seconds at the Australian Athletics Championships in Sydney in April 2026 made him the first Australian man ever to legally break the 20-second barrier. It also broke the ratified world under 20 record of 19.69 seconds previously held by American Ariane Knighton, set in 2022. The previous year, in June 2025, Gout came to Ostrava and won the 200 meters in 20.02 seconds. It was his first senior international race on European soil. He beat a competitive field that included Rainier Mena of Cuba. He was 17 years old. Then in September 2025, Gout competed at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo as a 17-year-old, reaching the semifinal of the 200 meters, where he finished fourth in 20.36 seconds and missed the final by one position. He returns to Ostrava in 2026 in a completely different role, not as a teenager testing himself for the first time, as the man holding the world age group record, chasing the same world best as the Olympic champion beside him. Here is the other side of the picture. 5 days before the Ostrava race, on June 10th, Gout Gout made his senior Wanda Diamond League debut at the Bislett Games in Oslo. The buildup was enormous. This was the first time the athletics world would see him line up directly against the full global field in the 200 meters. It did not go as planned. Olympic champion Letsile Tebogo of Botswana won the race in 19.84 seconds, the only man under 20. Gout Gout struggled out of the blocks, could not recover, and crossed the line in 20.60 seconds for 6th place. He finished nearly a second behind his own world-leading mark. He did not hide from it. He said straight after the race, "Definitely not what I imagined." Tebogo was direct in his assessment too. He said Gout still has a long way to go and should be competing more with his own age group. Gout's own response told the fuller story. He said there is definitely a lot more room to improve, but that he has plenty of time on his side. That is the honest picture. Oslo happened. The 150 in Ostrava happens Tuesday night, 5 days apart. These two athletes have trained together twice in Florida, once in January 2025 and again earlier in 2026. Lyles described Gout as a really good kid who absorbs information and wants to be the best. He said it is fun to see that youthful spirit again. But training together and racing each other are completely different things. Ostrava marks the first time they stand on the same start line. The 150-meter distance suits both. Lyles brings elite bend mechanics from his 200-meter career, while Gout's strength lies in the same half-lap distance. The race transitions from a bend to an open straight, rewarding whoever handles the switch best and maintains power over the final 50 meters. The world best stands at 14.92. Both athletes face enormous stakes. For Lyles, every 2026 race is part of a blueprint for the 2028 home Olympic Games. A world best here would be a signature statement. For Gout, Ostrava is a test of whether his 6th place finish in Oslo was an anomaly or a ceiling. This distance offers a fresh chance to show what he has when the nerves settle and the legs are fresh. Lyles arrives with Olympic 100-meter gold and 4 world titles at 200 meters. He believes they can knock the record off quickly.